Absolutely outrageous changes are coming to the American Express Platinum Card. And when should we expect these changes to be here? Very, very soon. So soon, in fact, directly behind me is the official press release from American Express. So we're not talking about a rumor site or a blog or other YouTube channels and all of our opinions. Amex has already told us objectively to be prepared for something outrageous. So we're going to talk about what this outrageous news is in terms of what we know already, because Amex is being pretty secretive about this stuff. And then we'll go over a new benefit that has already been leaked. We'll start with the press release. It is titled, American Express announces major updates coming to US consumer and business platinum cards later this year. This release went over the wire on June 16th, 2025, so we know 2025 is the year, likely going to be around fall of this year. So you're all aware, these major updates are actually planned for both the US consumer, meaning personal version of the Amex Platinum Card, and the business platinum card. If I were to take a strong guess, both of these cards will have their updates announced at the same time. Way more importantly than that though, is the fact that with these updates, the company, American Express, is making its largest investment ever in a card refresh. And that's really saying something given that the Platinum Card came out over 40 years ago. Something that I found personally shocking about some of the stats mentioned in this press release was this. Platinum Card benefits and services resonate across generations, particularly with Millennial and Gen Z, who accounted for 35% of total US consumer spending last quarter. This type of demographic info was never a part of Amex Platinum's history in decades past, where it was always marketed and positioned as this elite VIP business traveler type of card, giving you VIP access, special perks, and given that it was catered more toward the business traveler, typically affluent people with high incomes and very high spend potential. Fast forward to today's hybrid coupon model, where you've got discounts and perks and tons of credits to manage annually, semi-annually, and quarterly. And also given the fact that this card has spread so far beyond just travel too and much more into lifestyle, it's pretty crazy how far this card has gone from its original core demographic. Crazy. Pushing those stats aside though, I found this to be the best line of the entire press release. We're going to take these cards to a new level, not only in what they offer in travel, dining, and lifestyle benefits, but also in how they look and feel to meet the evolving needs of our customers. Apparently, the look and feel of the original Platinum Card here is not going to be enough to satisfy our needs anymore. Jumping over to the Doctor of Credit blog post that came out much earlier this year, back in early February, it was rumored that the American Express Platinum Card would have a new mirror finish. I mean, Amex got kind of close to that with its current design, but it's not totally mirror-like. So, if I were to apparently hold the new design up to my face in the future, I guess I should be able to see myself in it. Though I'm not quite sure what I would do with that new superpower, it sounds kind of cool. The part that hooked me in most though is that the card will be taken to a new level across travel, dining, and lifestyle. So the fact that it's going to be a massive update, the biggest one that Amex has ever done before, is really compelling. And although Amex has been doing a great job so far of keeping all the details to this planned update totally under wraps, we do have a nice leak that apparently came out just yesterday on August 14th. The Thrifty Traveler blog posted about this with the title, Amex leaks huge hotel credit ahead of Platinum Card refresh next month. Let's dig into the details. Back in June, American Express hastily announced it would update both the Platinum Card and the Business Platinum Card later this fall. The news was light on details. No specific benefits or timeline were shared. Just an announcement that changes were on the tap for the coming months. Now we know at least one changing benefit, and when the big update is likely to come down. On Thursday, which was August 14th, the astute Redditor, One Casual Browser, noticed new, since deleted, terms on Amex's Fine Hotels and Resorts booking page that listed an annual $600 credit, which will be split into two $300 semi-annual chunks, meaning the first one will become available from January 1st and expire by June 30th, and the next one will become available July 1st through December 31st. And this credit would be for both the Amex Platinum and Business Platinum card holders. Perhaps more importantly, that bigger credit was set to begin September September 18th, 2025. A strong signal that's when the entire card update is coming. And then we also see a low resolution screenshot here of those terms for this new credit that appeared briefly on American Express's site before it was taken down. So feel free to pause this, and if you want to kind of read it all yourself, you can go ahead and do that. The most important thing to note from all those terms though is that this will be for Fine Hotels and Resorts and the hotel collection bookings. Those are the two hotel collections basically underneath the category of the broader Amex travel portal, and these two collections skew upscale to luxury. You also get some special perks when booking through these portals / sub-portals. For the hotel collection, you must book 2 consecutive nights or longer, and here are the benefits that you get. 12 p.m. check-in when available, room upgrade upon arrival when available, a $100 credit toward eligible charges. That typically covers incidentals charged to your room. So for instance, food, beverage, spa treatments, and more. And also late checkout when available. Then if you decide to book through the Fine Hotels and Resorts program instead, that can be as little as just 1 night. And here are the benefits through that portal. You'll notice that some of these do overlap, like 12 p.m. check-in when available, a room upgrade upon arrival, also when available. But this one adds daily breakfast for 2, still a $100 credit toward eligible charges, complimentary Wi-Fi, and guaranteed 4 p.m. late checkout. Right now, as I record this video, the Amex Platinum Card comes with a $200 annual hotel credit, still for the hotel collection and Fine Hotels and Resorts. That was available per year just as one big $200 credit for either a single stay, or if you had a cheaper stay, then if you had some left over, you could apply it toward your second stay. But now we're talking tripling that credit up to $600 and breaking it down into 2 separate $300 chunks. The American Express Business Platinum Card, however, does not have any sort of hotel credit like that. Instead, it offers a $200 Hilton for Business credit, which is actually broken up into $50 per quarter of the year with a maximum total earnings, therefore, of $200 per calendar year. So definitely a very narrow use case, but also more flexible within that narrowness of it, because it doesn't have to be for Hilton resorts or Hilton upscale and luxury properties. But then again, having only $50 per quarter of the year is also extremely limiting. In my opinion, even if that credit went away entirely and was replaced by $600, where you can use up to $300 at a time for upscale to luxury properties, of which Hilton will have some brands within those options, would be a major win. And of course, the double major win would just be leaving the Hilton credit in place while also layering on top of that a $600 Amex portal hotel credit. And that is all we know as of August 15th, 2025. So roughly a 1-month countdown until September 18th, when the new hotel credit is rumored to go into effect. And maybe the entire refresh will be revealed on that date too. And bringing this video in for a smooth landing, going back over to flyer talk, of course, this hotel benefit, and I'm sure many more benefits to come, will not be given totally for free either. Right now, we've got a $695 annual fee on the Platinum Card. I would say right now, based on the rumors of $895 here on this post, we're very likely going to see a substantial hike to the annual fee. Maybe $895, which would be kind of sweet actually, only a $200 raise over the current rate with a $600 credit to replace it, plus more miscellaneous cool stuff. But my guess would be maybe leaning toward a $995 annual fee. We'll see though, and of course in the meantime, I'd love to know your thoughts, so drop them down below in the comments of what you think the new Amex Platinum annual fee will be like. Also, if you like the idea / concept of this $600 hotel credit every single year, and any other benefits that you would have on your wish list for the Amex Platinum Card refresh. Whatever this new reflective mirror-coated high annual fee crazy benefit-rich card happens to be, I hope at least there's a lot of great useful stuff in there to where even if we only use 70% of the benefits, we can still come out ahead without too much work. Fortunately, the countdown to the new release though is not far off. See you all down in the comments and in the next video.